Hello DIYers, today we're doing an oil change on a 2022 Nissan Sentra SR with the 2.0 liter MR20DD inline 4-cylinder engine. All of the parts, tools, and specifications will be in the description below, but if you're just here for a quick reference, I'll pop some relevant information for you on the screen now. And if that was helpful for you, your likes and shares really help out this channel. And here's the hood release on the Sentra so that we can get started. I love that this car doesn't have a beauty cover, at least this one didn't. The location of the oil cap is located here, and the dipstick is over here. We're going to loosen the oil cap to help it drain faster. Underneath the car, we're going to remove the skid plate. There's 10 or so push pins holding everything in place, and here's the location of all those. Try to show you all those on screen now. A thin flathead screwdriver and a little patience will get these out. A clip removal tool or push pin pliers definitely comes in handy. I'll have links in the description below if you want one. We left the panel hanging like this. You can totally do that if you want, but you definitely don't have to. If you're doing this in your driveway, it's probably better just to remove it fully just to get it out of the way. The location of the drain bolt is here, and the oil filter is just over here. The drain bolt is a 14mm head. We're just using a 14mm wrench over here to break it loose. And once it's loose, we're just going to spin it off by hand like I'm doing here. And while we're here waiting for the money shot, I just wanted to take a moment to ask you to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps out the channel, and it really helps let YouTube know that my videos might be worth recommending to other DIYers looking for content like this. Thank you, and let's get back to it. If you're unlucky like we were, then the oil filter is not on hand tight like it should be. We're using a classic strap wrench here in order to get the filter off. These things come in really handy, especially when there's clearance like this. I also personally like oil filter cap wrenches, and I believe the Nissan Sentra uses a 65mm 14 flute. But don't quote me on that. Today we're using an oil filter from STP, but I'll have links in the description below for the OEM oil filter as well. And again, the spin-on only needs to be on hand tight. What I usually do is just spin it on until it's a little snug, and then give it another quarter turn. That should be all you need. And here we're putting the oil pan drain bolt back on. This Sentra was a group member's personal car, so he totally has a right to just torque it by feel, but I definitely don't recommend it. And if you want to do it right at home, it's 25 foot-pounds. Back up top, we can begin filling the oil. The Nissan Sentra uses 0W20 weight that meets the ILSAC GF6A standards. The Sentra needs 4.3 quarts of oil, so let's first fill the car with 4 quarts of oil. I like doing this so that we can first check the oil level. You never know if we made a mistake draining the oil and if there's any left over in the oil pan. It really helps us just avoid overfilling. Once the 4 quarts are in, we'll clean up and put the oil cap back on. Then we'll start the engine, and we'll let it run for a little bit so that the new oil cycles through. Then we'll give it about a minute or so to settle back down to the oil pan, and we'll check the oil level. And in our case, we definitely needed a little bit more, so we'll go ahead and add that 0.3 quarts in. Then we'll run through that cycle again, and we'll check the oil level one last time just to confirm that we're good to go. And it's looking pretty good. We're close to the max line, which is where we like to be. And with that, we're done. I hope you like this oil change video on a 2022 Nissan Sentra SR. I make videos like this on a weekly basis, so if you like DIY car content, please consider subscribing to catch my new videos as they come out. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Alan, and this is Metalube. I'll catch you next time.